The Tulambi remain weary, but decide to accept Jean-Pierre's hospitality. Metal plates, pots, and pans are another wonder. Rice is totally unknown. Sanjuga inspects it suspiciously.
And Gio doesn't like the rice at all. But he changes his mind when I add salt. I'm concerned when Angio begins hitting his head. It turns out to be Tulambi body language for good. When Angio does it, it is a signal for the others to try the rice.
Instead of the customary scoop-shaped leaf, Jean-Pierre offers Sanjuga a spoon, but it's the rice that inspires all the head-banging.
The modern idea that form follows function, that the design of the spoon will dictate its proper use, is obviously not self-evident. They soon forget the spoon and prefer to eat their usual way. My cameraman, Filippo Tiglione, can now get close to individuals without their paying any attention. They have grown accustomed to his face with its cyclop eye of a camera lens, and so pay no attention to him as they investigate the mystery of my camp. The Tulambi language sounds complex. At this point, it's totally incomprehensible. They remain on guard. I am reassured when Angio returns the gift of fire. His way is not quite as fast as a match, but is probably more reliable in the damp rainforest. It certainly makes lighting pipes easy. They seem to consume wild tobacco heavily. Nicotine may be the most common narcotic used by primitive societies. The first transatlantic tribes, found by Europeans, said that the white man gave them alcohol, but they got their revenge by giving him tobacco.
As the light fades on this extraordinary day, the Tulambi fade into the forest. At first, Dutilleux fears that they have gone for good, but they camp nearby, where there are wonders yet to see. Next morning, it is Dutilleux's turn to visit the Tulambi. Despite his research, their culture and language remain unknown. Jean-Pierre has come to the conclusion that the Tulambi are just what they seem to be, the living ancestors of modern man. Yet, to be convinced, he has questions that need answers. They may have not seen matches or rice or plastic cups, but surely they've seen and heard planes fly by. Maybe they believe them to be chariots of the gods. In any case, the Tulambi are clearly part of what Dutilleux calls the Fourth World. Tribes in the depths of the world's rainforests that are so isolated they escape both the benefits as well as the burdens of human progress. As Dutilleux writes in his journal,
there are very few groups of human beings still living in the Fourth World. Some survive in the Amazon, a few others can be found in New Guinea. When the last ones are contacted and moved from the Stone Age into the modern world, from being free and masters of their own destiny to being poor and at the lowest level of our Western society, it is a part of ourselves that will vanish forever. In the tribal world, paying attention to your appearance is a survival tool. The Tulambi use bamboo knives to stay well barbed. The men wear a bone from the cassowary bird through the nose, large necklaces of river shells around their necks, and bird of paradise feathers in their hair. They must look their best to attract a mate. These people are hunters and gatherers. They survive by living with the environment, not off of it.
The Tulambi return Dutilleux's hospitality, and Geo shows how they make arrows and spearheads.
Sleep.
Then Jean-Pierre gets down to work. As always in this type of situation, he uses a rudimentary show and tell session to begin to understand the Tulambi language.
How do you call the house? Anger? Anger? Yeah. Anger. Anger. How do you call the grass skirt? This? Aiga. 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 And the necklace, Nunga. Necklace. Nunga. No. Nunga. Kamka. 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 Kamaka. 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 Aiga. Aiga. Ange. 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 Sa. 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 No. No. Sa is sleep. Okay.
Class over. They take Jean-Pierre out into their forest.
Their cloaks are made from bark. They serve as raincoats by day and blankets by night. The entire tribe, including the best behaved children that I have ever met, move in uncanny silence for fear of alerting the game. They know the migration trails of animals and the best time of year to find fish, the growing cycle of the palms, bamboo, wild fruits and the roots they rely on. They are always on the move. The rhythm of their lives is that of the jungle. For hundreds of generations, life for the Tulambi has revolved around their eternal quest for sustenance. It gives them no time to create complex art or a written language, to develop science or conceive profound metaphysical philosophies. Nor has their endless and simplest form of consumerism led to overpopulation, environmental destruction, or the threat of nuclear extermination.
They can at least still drink their rivers. But life is short for the Tulambi. They are stalked by diseases like malaria, long conquered by modern medicine. Yes, we can help them, but at what price? If the Tulambi are brought into the modern world, they will suffer the loss of their dignity and traditions to live out their days far below third world poverty levels. Jean-Pierre has lived this dilemma for 25 years. He believes it is inevitable that these last isolated tribes will be found. He also knows that it is better if they are found by people that care enough to fight on their behalf. It is Sunday. The Tulambi have been Dutille's neighbors for 3 days now. Jean-Pierre offers them food twice a day. He knows that this is the only way he can keep the tribe near his camp. The food means the tribesmen don't have to hunt and gather for themselves, but the expedition supplies are running low. It is time for the Tulambi and the explorers to go back to their respective worlds. It is clear that the Tulambi are no longer frightened by Dutille. They are clearly no longer wary of the expedition, just bewildered and perhaps a little in awe. But they no longer seem to believe the white men are living dead. And Gio seems most eager to continue to communicate with Jean-Pierre, to show them how they live.
Can I see the bag? Tu vois? Noce de cassoir, un poignard. Et tout? Ava? Emisaga. But what is it? Can you open? Les petits os, ils utilisent ça comme grattoir. Ah, si. Et tout? Pour enlever les épines. D'accord. Ok.
With Huawei, an ally helping to interpret, Dutille puts this together. It is Angio's story.
We are separate people. We have no contact with the outside world. The first outsider we met was Huawei from the Uya tribe. We came here for medicine that Huawei told us about. We believe in the shaman, but it doesn't always work. We almost died, all of us. We are not strong enough to walk across the big mountains. I'm a human being. I was alone in my mother's belly, not with others like the pigs. My grandfather told me white men did not exist. Now I know they do. I met them. I will return to my forest and die over there. It is the end of my story.